you can just take down the answer as we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my highest common factor of 2. If I take 2 out as the highest common factor, I'm going to get 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 left. Okay, and I'm going to notice that's still a trinomial, so I'm going to leave the 2 on the outside and I'm going to open 2 brackets. All right, then I'm going to find the factors of 2x squared on this side, and on the other side, I'm going to find the factors of 3. Now, I know that the factors of 2x squared are going to be 2 and 1, x and x, because 2x times 1x will give me 2x squared. And then on the other side, the factors of 3 are going to be 3 and 1. Now, I want these factors of 3 to give me 5. Okay, I want them to give me 5, but we must remember that the signs need to look a specific way, right? I know for a fact that one of my signs is going to be a positive, but now I need to think to myself, a positive times a what will give me a negative? I know that a positive times a negative will give me a negative, which means one of these over here needs to be negative. They can't both be negative and they can't both be positive. One of them has to be positive and the other needs to be negative. All right, so if I cross multiply, I'm going to get 2x times 1. That's going to give me 2x. I'm going to get 1x times 3. That's going to give me 3x. And 3x plus 2x does indeed give me 5x. But what is the problem over here? What is the problem, grade 10s? Why can I not accept this answer? I know that I'm looking for 5x, but why can I not accept this answer? Correct. We need a negative somewhere. There needs to be a negative. Excellent. Good. There needs to be a negative. That's a Tyler. So either I'm going to make that one negative, and then negative 3 plus 2x is going to give me negative x. It's not going to give me what I want. It's going to give me negative x. And if I make this one negative and I make that one positive, positive 3x minus 2x will give me positive x. So none of those will give me the answer I'm looking for. So maybe what we need to do is maybe let's switch these numbers around. Let's switch them around. So I'm going to have 1 over here and I'm going to have 3 over there. Now I've got 1x times 1 will just give us 1x. And then 2x times 3 will give us 6x. Now, which one of these will be negative? That's it, Abu. Well done. Good. So I know that I need my 1x to be negative because negative 1x plus 6x will indeed give me 5x, and one of them is negative, so 5x. All right. So I know that if I put the negative over there, that means the negative also belongs up here. And that's how I'm going to put them in my bracket. There and there. So my first bracket will read, I need the positive one there. My first bracket will read x plus 3, and I know that my second bracket will read 2x minus 1. All right. Are we all good with that? Give me a thumbs up. Are we all okay, guys? Are we okay with how we have solved for this? Even if you got 2x minus 1 and x plus 3, it's all the same. All right. Remember, guys, this takes practice. We've got to keep doing it. That's the only way it gets easier. All right. Give me a yes, ma'am, in the chat. Are we ready for a bit of a challenge? Are we ready for a bit of a challenge? Ah, beautiful, Abu. Tyler's like, no, I don't want one. Okay, this is a fun one. And I know I always say that, but it is quite fun. All right, so here is an example of a question that my grade 10s got in their maths paper that they wrote today. All right, so the question says, if a plus b is equal to negative 8 and ab is equal to 9, calculate the value of a squared plus b squared. It's not like that. I'm sorry, Tyler. I'm sorry. Okay, let's think this one through a little bit. All right. Let's think this one out a little bit. Now, I know for a fact that if I wanted to make a plus b, if I wanted a plus b to give me a squared plus b squared, how would I get from a plus b to an a squared plus b squared? Anybody got any ideas? And remember, I can't separate them. What can I do to get a plus b to give me an a squared plus b squared? Who's got an idea? Okay, we could, but that's not going to help us that much here, Ziketelo. Let's think again a little bit. Let's think a bit. Ah, that's it, Shulani. Beautiful. All right. Okay, Abu, that might not work because we don't have negative. Well, we don't have -9. We've got 9. So that might not work. But Shulani's idea is very, very important. Shulani says we square -8. Correct. So if I square -8, that means I will also have to square that side. Okay. So let's see how this actually plays out. I know that -8 squared. What is -8 squared, guys? What is -8 squared? Good. That's it, Abu. It's 64. It's positive 64. So I'm going to have 64 is equal to a plus b all squared. Give me a yes or no in the chat. Do you all agree that I can rewrite this as 2 brackets? Yes? So I can go 64, which is -8 squared. I can rewrite that as a plus b multiplied by a plus b. Right. And then we're just going to do a little bit of FOIL. Let's do a bit of FOIL, guys. Tell me what you get when you FOIL. Tell me what we get. What do we get? I'm going to get 64 is equal to, I'm going to get a squared, not just a squared plus b squared. Don't forget about the middle term, Abu. Don't forget about the middle term. And then I'm going to get a times b, which will give me ab plus b times a, which is going to give me ab again, and then plus b squared. All right, we're still going, guys. We're going to get 64 is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Give me a thumbs up. Is everyone with me still? Are we seeing where Ma'am is going? Good, Fulani, that's it. Abu, well done. All right, now let's go back to the very beginning. What did our sum, or what did our question, what did our question say AB is equal to? What is AB equal to according to our question? 9, good. So we're going to take that AB and we're going to replace it with 9. All right, so we're going to go 64 is equal to, now I'm going to rearrange grade 10s. I'm going to take the b squared and I'm going to put it before. So I'm going to have a squared plus b squared plus 2 times, now I know that AB is equal to 9. Hi, Sbonello. Great to have you with us. Okay, welcome. All right, good. So now I've got 64 is equal to a squared plus b squared plus 18. But our question said we just want a squared plus b squared. That's all we want. So what do we need to do to get a squared plus b squared on its own, guys? No, not particularly. That's it, Abu. Not particularly, Tyler. We don't have to bring it to the front. It's no big deal. Good. That's it. That's it, Abu. We're going to take the 18. We don't have to square root Khulani. We just need to take the 18 over to that side. That's it, Emmanuel. So that we can have a squared plus b squared on its own. So I'm going to get 64 minus 18 is equal to a squared plus b squared. All right. So 64 minus 18, how much is that? $46, correct, not 56, 46, good. So 46 is the answer we're looking for. A squared plus b squared is equal to 46. 1, 2, 3. How do we feel about that? How did that feel, guys? Tough? Okay. Yeah. Your ma'am, what is this? What are your kids learning? My kids, this is what my kids learn. Okay, this is what we teach our grade 10s. This is the higher order questions. Not bad, right? It's pretty decent. I think it's okay. All right, shall we get into what we're actually going to talk about? Oh, it's not even that much. Unfortunately, I teach at an IEB school. This is 3 marks. Is Emmanuel saying, is this part of the lesson today? Not really. It was just a bit of extension. Okay, it's just an extra one. Yeah, I know, Jason, only 3 marks. Yeah. Okay, it's because in grade 10, we have shortcuts. So this section, this part wouldn't exist. This part wouldn't exist. So we would definitely go from that step straight to that step. So you would get 1 mark for that. You would get 1 mark for recognizing that AB is equal to 9, and you get 1 mark for the final answer. So 3 marks. Okay, there would be your 3 marks. No, it's not even. Abu, I'm going to show you why algebraic fractions are not difficult at all. All right, let's do some quick math. We're going to do some grouping. I know we did cubes in the last lesson, so we're not going to hop on on cubes too much, but we're going to do some grouping over here. All right, now whenever we see grouping, guys, whenever we should think grouping is when we see 4 or more terms. As soon as we see 4 or more terms, we need to group, okay? We need to group. So I want us to look at A over here that we've got, okay? I can notice over here that I've got 4 terms, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. All right, so I know that I've got 4 terms, but now if I group, I need to make sure that I'm grouping in a way that the 2 terms that I have actually have something in common. All right, so if I take these 2, if I take AC plus BD, do we have anything in common there? Do we see anything in common? No, nothing in common. So I can't group those 2. Let's not group those 2. Right, maybe let's group. Who has an idea? Which 2 do you guys want to group? Give me an example of 2 of them that we can group together. Hello, Furufelo. Good. All right. Sponilla says AC and BC. Good. So Sponilla wants us to take AC and BC, and then we're going to group BD and AD. Let me do those 2 in a different color. BD and AD. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to rearrange. Now, guys, if you decide that you want to group AC and AD, that's perfectly fine. You can do that because they both have A in common. And then you can also group BD with BC because they have B in common. So it's not going to change anything which 2 you group first. We're going to end up with the exact same answer. Correct, Abu, well done. All right, so if I group those 2, I'm just going to rearrange. I'm going to write AC plus BC, and then I'm going to write plus BD plus AD. And then over here, I'm going to take out a common factor. What's my highest common factor over here? Good. My highest common factor is going to be C. So I'm going to take C out, open brackets, A plus B. Good. Oh, Dinyiko, you need to tell me what happened. You need to tell me what happened. We're going to get there. All right. Okay. Then we're going to go to the second part. BD plus AD. What's our common factor there? Good, Furufelo, good, well done. Good, that's it, Abu. So we're going to take D out. And if I take D out, I'm going to have B plus A. Right, now I want us to note something. I want us to note that this part says A plus B, and this part says B plus A. Does it really matter what order they're in? Does it really matter? Oh, no, it doesn't. It does not. It does not. And I will explain why. It's because commutativity is closed under addition. Let me explain, grade 10s. What is 2 plus 3? I know, it's a dumb question. Correct. Correct, princess. Only if it's a negative. 2 plus 3 will give us Haibos Ponel of 8. No, not in this case, Skulani. 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay. Then, what is 3 plus 2? What is 3 plus 2? It's also 5, right? So when we are adding, commutativity is closed under addition. It doesn't matter in what order we put them. We're going to end up with the same answer. Okay, so if I have A plus B is exactly the same thing as B plus A. Exactly the same thing. Give me a thumbs up. Do you guys understand what Ma'am is saying? Okay, you got it. The only difference, the one that doesn't work, is if I had 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 doesn't work because 3 minus 2 will give me 1, but 2 minus 3 would give me -1. So Tyler, in the case of negatives, then we need to do the switch around. Okay. If we're adding, they're all the same. But if we have got minuses involved, then we must do a switcheroo. Okay, then we must switch them around. But adding 2 plus 2, 5. 2 plus 3, 5. It doesn't matter. All right, it's only when there's a negative where we're really going to have to do that switch, that flip and switch. All right, give me a thumbs up. Are you guys with me? Are we all good? Beautiful. Excellent work, guys. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether I take out my common bracket as A plus B or B plus A. Both of them mean the same thing. Correct, Abu. Addition order doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter at all. All right. So I'm going to take out my common bracket. I can call my common bracket A plus B or B plus A. It doesn't make a difference. I'm going to take out A plus B. If I take A plus B out, what do I have left? That's it, Hulani. Beautiful. Ah, good, Jason. Excellent. C plus D. That's why we're here. We're here to help, Jason. Excellent work. All right. Okay, good stuff, guys. Okay, let's go to the next one. I want us to do B together. All right. Now, I want you guys to notice. Before we go. Do you guys note that there's a plus and a plus and a plus and a plus everywhere? Is the order in which we put them, is it going to matter? If the one comes first or the other comes first, is the order going to matter? Nope, it's not going to matter. Okay. Emmanuel's like, never. Yes, it's not going to matter because 2 plus 3, 3 plus 2, same thing. All right, they're all the same. So let's all try B. Okay, what I'm going to do is I want us to group these two together. And then I want us to group these two together. So let's start with the first two. What do the first two have in common? What is the highest common factor between the first two? What do we see, grade 10s? Good, that's it. Beautiful stuff. It's 2a. So let's take 2a out. If we take 2a out, I'm going to have a squared plus 3b left. All right. Let's go to the second part. What is the common factor in the second part? Good, and Danae. Beautiful, Emmanuel. That's it. Good. We're going to take out positive b. Right. Now, if I take b out, I'm going to get a squared plus 3b. Right. And there's my common bracket. There's my common bracket right there. I can then take my common bracket out. I'm going to take a squared plus 3b, open bracket. And then what do I have left? 2a plus b. How beautiful is that? I know, Tyler, doesn't it make you feel better? Like, guys, when the maths is mathing, it makes my heart so nice and warm when the maths just does the things. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, yeah, yes, ma'am. You know what I mean? Yes. Good, Emmanuel, at least before the exam. Yes, Narisha, I love that. It is. It's such a great thing, guys. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, shall we try C? Let's all try C together. Oh, it's okay, Narisha. That's okay. There's always another test. And you're going to keep coming to MathsLive, and I'm going to help you. And the next test is going to go better. And we're just going to do really well. Don't even stress it. You know, I don't want to risk myself, but I'm pretty good at this. You know what I mean? Stick with me. Stick with me. All right, let's all try C. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. I want you guys to pop your favorite emoji in the chat when you're ready. I'm going to pop mine now because I already know the answer, and I feel like maths is lit because, guys, we're doing the things. We're doing the things. It's hot in here, guys. We're doing the things. I love it. Okay, so once you've got an answer for me, pop your favorite emoji in the chat. All right. I'm going to erase this one. This one was quite nice, but I need the space. Okay. What an emoji, the cat. Hello. I hope we're doing okay. One more minute, guys. Oh, Tyler, I hope those are tears of joy. I really hope those are tears of joy. All right, peeps, let's have a look at this question. All right, so I'm going to do the easy thing because I don't really want to move things around. I'm going to take these first two, and I'm going to take out a common bracket. Oh no, it's not that bad. I'm going to take out a common factor. If we look over here, guys, what is our highest common factor in these first two? What are we seeing? Do we even have one? Oh no, guys. Mem is lying. Mem is lying. There's no common factor here. There's no common factor. Guys. Yes, we need to regroup. Does anybody want to unmute and tell me how to regroup? Because I'm not gonna lie, Mem didn't think that far. Help me. Okay, so Abu says a cubed C and 3a squared BD. All right, so let's yeah. Okay, good. Let's reorder it. Okay, so I'm gonna get a cubed C plus 3a squared BD. And then I'm gonna have minus 12 B squared D minus 4ABC. All right. Okay, not the first term and the second term. Correct, Abu. All right, now we can look at these two. Right, what is my highest common factor between these two? What are we finding, grade 10s? Good, Jason, not just A, we also need to take out A squared. It's A squared. Okay, the one with the highest exponent, that's the one. All right, so we're going to take out A squared. And if I take out A squared, I'm going to have AC plus 3BD. All right, good. Now, over here, what is our highest common factor over here? That's okay. It won't make a difference, Abu. We're going to end up with the same answer. All right, we're going to end up with the exact same answer. Good. Fulani, be very careful. Do you see how both of them have a minus? They both have a minus. So we can take out a minus in both. Have you got me? Do you see what I'm saying? We can take out a minus in both. So instead of just taking out 4, we can take out negative 4b. Okay, negative 4b. Now, if I take out negative 4b, remember now, over here, we're going to have to divide this part by negative 4b. The negative and the negative will give me a positive, and then the b squared divided by b will leave us with b. I'm going to get 3bd, And then -4 divided by -4 will give me positive. Then the B and the B will cancel, and I will have AC left. All right. Are we all good? Give me a thumbs up, guys. I hope I didn't lose you there. Are we all okay? All right, excellent, excellent work, guys. Good. Now look at my two brackets, guys. Look at my two brackets. That one says AC plus 3BD, and that one says 3BD plus AC. Does the order matter? Does the order in which we see them matter? Good, Abu gets it. There's no minus, so the order doesn't matter. We can write AC plus 3BD, or we can write 3BD plus AC. Just to be cheeky, just for the plot, I'm going to write the 3BD plus AC first. Okay, so I'm going to go 3BD plus AC. And if I take that out, what do I have left? A squared minus 4B, just like Hlulani has put in the chat, because Hlulani is a whole G. Just, wow, beautiful work. All right, are we comfortable, grade 10s? Give me a thumbs up. How are we feeling? Let me know in the chat, guys. I don't want to leave anyone behind. Are we all good? Shall we try one more? Do we want to try one more before we move on? Oh, Jason, I'm happy for us to do one more. Yes? All right. Everybody, let's do D. Let's do D. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Yes, Fulufelo, you can either unmute and ask your question, my sweetie, or you can pop your question in the chat. All right, however you feel comfortable.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, my sweetie. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
Well, thank you. How can I help you?
So you see in the second bracket, it says a squared minus 4b. So I was wondering, don't we have to do a difference of 2 squares there?
We could. The problem with that is that our B is not squared as well. Okay.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, the squared is stopping us from being able to do dots. Otherwise, of course, we would have done the difference of 2 squares. Okay.
Thank you,
Good
ma'am.
catch, by the way. Very nice catch. Well done. Sure. Guys, full of fellows switched on, guys. You also switch on. Okay, I'm just going to switch on the lights, guys, but you've still got 2 minutes. Take it away. How are we doing, peeps? Everybody coming along? All right, peeps. Okay, so Tyler has graciously decided that she's going to help us with D. She's going to walk us through her process. Hello, Tyler, my sweetie. Do you want to unmute? Let's have a conversation.
Hello everyone.
Hello. Hi. Oh, it's lovely to hear your voice, my sweetie. Okay, tell me, how did we group? What did we do?
I grouped a squared and c squared was 3a squared and d.
Beautiful. So that one and that one. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite them. I'm going to write a squared c squared plus 3a squared d. Good. And then I'm guessing you grouped the other two, negative 2bc and negative 6bd. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, we have negative 2bc squared minus 6bd. All right, let's talk about your first two. What was our highest common factor here?
A squared.
Beautiful. If I take a squared out, what do I have left?
C squared plus 3d.
Beautiful, plus 3d. Excellent. Okay, and then let's talk about the second two. What did we take out here as a common factor?
Negative 2.
Negative 2 what?
2b.
Good, 2b. Don't forget the b. It's also common. Excellent. If I take out negative 2b, what do I have left?
You get c squared
Good.
plus 3d.
Beautiful. Good. Why did we get a plus there? What happened? Because there was a minus over there. Why did we get a plus 3d?
You said negative 6 divided by negative 2, which equals to positive 3.
Mwah! Just a work of art. Finish up, my sweetie. Finish up for me.
And then you say a squared minus 2b in one bracket, and then the next bracket will be c squared plus 3d.
Ah, ladies and gentlemen, I think Tyler can now graduate from grade 10 because, like, I mean, she cooked, she ate, she did everything, just mwah, a work of art, my sweetie. Well done.
Thank you,
Not
ma'am.
a mistake, just, you know what I mean, Fulufulu, like chef's kiss. Just, oh, well done, my darling. Well done. Very nicely done. Sure. I love it. You guys are giving me life. Tyler, well done. Just amazing. All right, shall we move on to more grown-up things? Because I feel like we've got this. Are we happy? Are we happy with this? Yes, and Danae, I'm happy to take your question. Okay. Danae, do you want to type out your question? Should I wait for you to unmute? Let me know what you want me to do, my dude.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Danae, how are we doing?
So I grouped with a squared and c squared plus minus 2b c squared.
Did you get the
And the
exact
other
same?
one. Yes, but it was kind of like it's
You're
the
not
other way
wrong.
around, ma'am.
You're not wrong at all, my sweetie. Remember, um, multiplication is also closed, like commutativity is also closed by multiplication. So let me guess, your bracket looked like this. C squared plus 3, and then A
Yes,
squared
ma'am.
minus. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you know why, Danae? What is 2 times 3?
2 times 3, 6.
Good. What's 3 times 2?
6.
6. So does it really matter which bracket comes first?
No.
No, man, it doesn't. As long as the brackets are correct, it doesn't matter which bracket comes first, my sweetie. And your method is correct. When I was doing it earlier, I also grouped them the way that you grouped them. I did these two, and I took c squared out as a common factor, and then I grouped these two, and then I took 3d out as a common factor. Did you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
And we got the exact same answer. So, you know, many different ways to skin a cat. I don't condone skinning cats, but it's just a phrase. Okay. So we can get the same answer no matter how we do it. All right. Well done. Very
Okay,
well
thank
done.
you, ma'am.
Very welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, Nerisha. That's okay. I hope I'm helping. I hope I'm helping and I'm not just leaving you in the dark just like your other teacher, because I want to be rep god. I want to make sure that we're together. All right. Okay. Let's do a bit of recap for cubes. Do we remember how to do cubes? Thumbs up, guys, if you remember how to do cubes. And thumbs down if I need to do a quick recap. Okay, Narisha says a bit. And these are quite nice. Cubes are quite nice. We're going to go through cubes very quickly. All right, let's do cubes. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys an example. I'm going to get 3x cubed minus 8. Now, I'm going to tell you guys that both of these terms, both x cubed and negative 8, are both perfect cubes. Why can ma'am say that? Who can tell me? Why can ma'am say that they're both perfect cubes? That's it, Lulani, beautiful. Because 8 can be written as 2 to the power 3. Mwah, beautiful, excellent, Emmanuel. Both of them can be cube rooted without leaving us with a surd number. Okay, good. So when we find that both our numbers are cubed, here's what we're going to do. We're going to open up a bracket for a binomial, and then we're going to open up a bracket for a trinomial. That's what we're going to do. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the cube root of that number, and we're going to take the cube root of this number. Okay, now the cube root of x cubed is x, and the cube root of negative 8 is negative 2. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to do. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to take x and we're going to put it over here, but we're going to square it. Tinyiko, you are a legend. You just forgot to change the sign of your negative 2x. Okay. Over here, I'm going to get x squared. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to the end, and I'm going to take negative 2 and I'm going to put it over here, and I'm going to square it. Now, negative 2 all squared is going to give me positive 4 plus 4. Now, for my middle term, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take x and I'm going to multiply it with negative 2. That's going to give me negative 2x. But when I put it into my bracket, I want to put it in with the opposite sign. So I'm going to put it in here as plus 2x. Okay, and just to make sure that we've done the correct things, we're going to FOIL. We're going to do a bit of FOIL. X times x squared will give me x cubed. X times 2x will give me plus 2x squared. X times 4 will give me plus 4x. That's the bottom. That's the top. And then I'm going to get negative 2x times, or negative 2 times x squared will give me negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times 2x will give me negative 4x. And negative 2 times 4 will give me negative 8. And then we're just going to, oh, that's okay, Tinyiko, well done. And then we're just going to add like terms. 2x squared minus 2x squared will give us 0. 4x minus 4x will give us 0. And what do we have left? Exactly what we started with. X cubed minus 8. So we're going to make it all the way back to the beginning. All right, give me a thumbs up. How are we feeling about that? We're definitely going to do another example. Don't even stress if you're still a little bit confused. We're going to do another example. You guys with me? All right, beautiful stuff. Here's your next example. We're going to take x cubed plus 27. Tyler, do you maybe want to unmute? Okay, let me rather do this one slowly so we can see where we're going with this. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open. I'm going to explain in just a little bit, Fulfello. I will explain. All right, I'm going to open a binomial and then I'm going to open a trinomial. Let's do this one together. All right, so, okay. I'm first going to cube root the first part, cube root that part, and I'm going to cube root the second part. All right, so I'm going to get the cube root of x cubed is x. The cube root of 27 is positive 3. Good, Hulani. Then we're going to take x and we're going to put it over here and square it. We're going to take this x squared. And then we're going to take 3, put it over there and square it. Positive 9. 3 squared is positive 9. Then we know that we're going to get x times 3. That's going to give us positive 3x. And when we put it into our brackets, we're going to get negative 3x. All right. And Fulifello's asking me, ma'am, why do we change the sign of the one in the middle? Okay. So what will happen is What we need is for our middle term to disappear. We need the middle term to disappear. Okay, so in order for that middle term to disappear, I cannot have all of my brackets being positive. I can't have positives everywhere. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with a squared term in the middle, an x term, and a term at the end, and a cubed term. So to make up for the shortfall that's going to come up in the middle, we need to switch out the minus so that each of the terms, as they come, I'm going to get 9x. And when I get x squared, I need to get a negative in the middle. Okay. Hulani, what is the SOAP method? I've never in my life heard of the SOAP method. I won't lie. I've heard of the ACE method, the cross method. I've never heard of the SOAP method. Okay. It has a lot to do with Pascal's triangle. I can't explain it right now. It's a little bit tricky, but we're going to get there. All right. Okay. Let's try another example. Same, opposite, always positive. Oh, I see. Okay. SOAP. It's the first time I'm hearing of that. Thank you, though. I might just steal that for my own class. All right. Here's another example I want you guys to try. X cubed minus 64. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Okay, pop your favorite emoji in the chat when you're ready. Tyler, just let me know in the chat if you're okay with the method that ma'am's used. I'm just teaching the technique here. I'm not teaching the maths behind it. I'm just doing it so that we can get the marks that we require. I'm not actually explaining the steps behind it. All right. Example 3. Excellent. Well done, Abu. For the addition sum, it's plus minus plus. And for the subtraction, it's minus plus plus. Correct, Diniko. 100% correct. Yes, please do, Tyler. Please do. Excellent. All right. I think we've all got the hang of this now. Okay, shall we look? I know that I'm going to get a binomial and a trinomial. Well done, Eric. Good. So I'm going to take the cube root of that number. I'm going to take the cube root of that number. All right. So over here, I'm going to get x minus 4. And then over here, I'm going to get x squared. At the end, negative 4 all squared will give me plus 16. And in the middle, 4 times negative 4, x times negative 4 will give me negative 4x. And in my bracket, I'm going to put plus 4x. Give me a thumbs up. Did you guys get what I got? Yay, Tyler, that's it. Beautiful. Well done. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Are we all good? Amazing, amazing. Good stuff, guys. All right, let's up the ante. Let us up the ante. Here are your 4 examples for you guys to do. And then we're going to talk about algebraic fractions. Okay, I know I skipped C, I know that, but let's do A, B, D, and E. All right. Abu, don't shy away from a challenge. Okay, A and B are pretty easy. Okay, but D and E, not too bad. Not too bad either. But I want us to make sure that we're getting each of them right. Okay, take it away, guys. All right, I'm going to give you guys 2 more minutes for the sake of time. Okay. I knew this would happen. Almost, Abu, almost. All right, guys, let's have a look at some of these questions. I know A and B went swimmingly because they're quite nice and easy. So we all probably had a nice time. But D and E, probably people were like, phew. Okay, let's start with, okay. Let's start with this one. I'm going to get x plus y over here. And in my bracket, I'm going to get x squared minus xy plus y squared. That's what I'm going to get for that first one. Now, for the second one, I'm going to get here a binomial and a trinomial. I'm going to get x minus y. And in my big bracket, I'm going to get x squared plus xy plus y squared. Remember, negative y all squared should give us positive y squared. All right, now over here, okay, over here, I'm going to open 2 brackets. Okay, now if I take the cube root of this and the cube root of that, the cube root of 64b to the power of 6 is going to give me 4b to the power of 2 plus 5. That's what I'm going to get on each of those. And then we're just going to square. 4b squared all squared will give me 16b to the power of 4. And then 5 all squared at the end will give me plus 25. In the middle, I've got 4b times 5. That's going to give me 20b squared. I need the opposite sign, so minus 20b squared. Well done, Emmanuel. Okay, now I just want to show, just want to see. Show of hands. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Did you struggle with E? How many of you guys struggled with E? Give me a thumbs up if you struggled with E. Okay, now here's what I want everybody to do. Okay, here's what we're all going to do. We're going to take our right hand. Everybody take your right hand. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to put it on your forehead, and then you're going to smack yourself, because what is our default setting? What is the first thing we must always look for? Did we check? Did we check grade 10s? Did we check? See now? See now? Let's start this process all over again. Look at E, guys, and tell me, what is my HCF? Yeah, we forgot. We all forgot. And I'm going to keep reminding you, and I'm going to remind you guys to smack yourselves over the head, because if you do not remember to take out the default setting, you're going to be sitting there going, sir, I don't think the sum is correct. Ma'am, the sum doesn't work out. No, ma'am, nobody taught me this technique. Of course we did, because you forgot to take out the HCF. Okay, and good. Thank you, Fulufelo. Jason, remember the value, the variables as well. Well done, Emmanuel. Let's first start by taking 2ab out. 2ab. Now, if I open brackets, if I've taken ab out, I'm going to get b cubed minus 8a cubed. Does that look like a difference of two of cubes? Now look at the thing in the bracket. Easy. Now all of a sudden. Okay. Now I can then go 2ab on the outside, and then I'm going to open a binomial, open a trinomial. Right. Then I'm going to go b minus 2a. Over here, I'm going to get b squared. At the end, I'm going to get plus 4a squared. And then b times negative 2a will give me negative 2ab. So in my bracket, it must be plus 2ab. Guys, I'm going to ask one last time before I personally visit each of you at your houses to just be like, what is our default setting? What is our default setting, grade 10s? Guys, do not forget. Do not forget. If Teacher Coco has taught you anything, if I've taught you anything, it's to remember your default setting. I hope we're all okay with this concept. Yes? Did we learn something today, grade 10s? I hope we did. I'm glad. I'm very glad if we did. Even if it's just to remember the default setting, I'm glad we all learned something. Okay. For your laptop, Abu, there's a button on your screen that says PTRCS. Okay, it's the print screen button. Okay, click on it, and your computer should allow you to take a screenshot. All right. Okay, so in Wednesday's lesson, we're going to start with algebraic fractions. Which ones? These ones or the ones that I did on the side? Which ones, Jason? Narisha. Polynomials. Oh, the top ones, these ones. There we go. You want to take a screenshot? All right. I'm gonna get moving. Jason, have you taken a screenshot? Oh, there we go. All right. I'm glad you figured it out, Abu. All right, Jason, I'm going to move. Excellent. Okay, guys. So we're going to be doing algebraic fractions next, and we're going to focus a little bit more on that on Wednesday. But I want us to note something. Okay, here's what I want us to note. That algebraic fractions just require us to factorize. I want you guys to look at what ma'am's instruction here says. What does ma'am's instruction in red say? What does Teacher Coco's instruction say? What does it say? In red. I'm not even going to hide it from you guys. What does it say? Here it is. Do what? Factorize everything. We are going to factorize everything. That is how we're going to get algebraic fractions correct. So your job for the next 2 days, oh, beautiful, even in red. Well done, Abu. Your job for the next 2 days is to go and learn your factorization. You must learn how to factorize everything. Factorize everything. Okay, learn how to do HCF. Learn how to dots. Learn how to factorize trinomials. Learn how to factorize grouping. Learn how to factorize cubes. These 5. Go and learn all of these. Okay. Tyler, trinomial at the top, but at the bottom it's not dots because 5 is not a perfect square. At the bottom it's simple. Okay, now at the bottom it's simple, it's just HCF. Okay,